Om Shanti, 8th of May 2025, Morning Murli, Bapdada Madhuban. Essence: Sweet children, become soul conscious and remember the Father, and you will accumulate the power of yoga. With the power of yoga, you can claim kingdom of the whole world. Question: what was not in the thoughts or dreams of your children but which has now become practical? Answer: you never thought or dreamed that you would study Raj Yoga with God and become the masters of the world, or that you would study this study for claiming kingdom. You now have the infinite happiness that you are receiving power from the Almighty Authority and are claiming the right to the self-sovereignty of a golden aged kingdom. Om Shanti. You daughters are sitting here to practice this. In fact, it is those who are soul conscious and remembering the Father who should sit here. If she is not sitting in remembrance, she shouldn't be called a teacher. This is a power in remembrance. There is no power in this knowledge. This is called the power of yoga. This expression, power of yoga, is an expression the sannyasis use. The Father does not use difficult words. The Father says, "Children, now remember the Father," just as little children remember their parents. Those are physical parents. You children are without images. You receive those images here. You are residents of the world where there are no images. There are no images there. First of all, make it firm that you are souls. Therefore, the Father says, "Children, become soul conscious. Have the faith that you are souls. You come from the land of Nirvana, that is the home of all of you souls. You come here to play your parts. Who comes first of all? Your intellects are aware of this. No one else in the world has this knowledge." The Father says, "Forget all the scriptures, etc., that you have been studying. People praise Sri Krishna and so much. They also praise Gandhi so much. That praise is as though he really did establish the kingdom of God before he left. However, God Shiva says the laws that existed in the kingdom of the original eternal king and queen were established by Father. It was the Father who made them into the king and queen by teaching them Raj Yoga. Even those holy customs and systems were broken. He, in brackets, Gandhi said he didn't want a kingdom, but that he wanted government of the people by the people. What state is government in now? There is only sorrow and nothing but sorrow. They continue to fight and quarrel among themselves. The Father makes you children into deities. Then, from being undivided, you were made into devils by Ravan. You children now know that you residents of Bharat were the masters of the whole world. You claimed the kingdom of the world with just power of remembrance. You are now claiming that kingdom once again. You claim it every cycle with just power of remembrance. There is also power in studying. Similarly, when someone becomes a barrister, he has that power. That power is worth a few pennies. You rule the whole world with the power of yoga. You receive power from the Father, the Almighty Authority. You say, "Baba, we claim the self-sovereignty of the golden age from you every cycle. Then we lose it, and then we claim it again. You have received this full of knowledge. Now, by following Srimad, we are claiming the kingdom of the elevated world. The world also becomes elevated. It is only now that you have the knowledge of the Creator and creation. Even Lakshmi and Narayan would not have the knowledge of how they claimed the kingdom. You are now studying here, and you will then go and rule there. When someone takes birth in a good and wealthy home, it is said that he must have done good deeds and made donations and performed charity in his previous birth. You have performed this is now the kingdom of Ravan. Whatever acts people perform here, they are sinful. You have to descend the ladder. Even the ones who were the greatest and highest of all, those who belonged to the deity religion, have to come down the ladder. Everyone has to go through the stages of Sado, Rajo, and Tamo. Everything becomes old from new. You children should now experience limitless happiness. You never thought or dreamed that you would become the masters of the world. The people of Bharat know that it is due to the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan over the whole world. They were worthy of worship and then become worshippers. It is remembered, those who were worship then become worshippers. All of this should now be in your intellect. This play is very wonderful. No one knows how we take 84 births. In the scriptures, 8.4 million births have been written about. The Father says, all of those things are lies of the path of devotion. This is Ravan's kingdom. It is only in the intellect of you children and of no one else but the kingdom of Rama is and what the kingdom of Ravan is. Ravan is burnt every year. Therefore, he is an enemy. The five vices are enemies of human beings. No one knows who Ravan is or why them burn him. Those who consider themselves to be residents of the hurtful one's age are aware that elevated of all human beings. God is teaching us Raj Yoga and changing us from humans into Narayan, from corrupted human beings into elevated human beings. You children know that the highest on high, incorporeal God is teaching you. Therefore, you should have limitless happiness. Students in a school are aware that they are students. Those teachers who teach are common teachers. Here, God is teaching you. Since you can claim such a high status through this study, you should study very well. It is so easy. You simply have to study for half to 3/4 of an hour every morning throughout the whole day. Because you are busy at work or business, you forget to the remembrance. This is why you come here in the morning and sit in remembrance. You are taught to remember the Baba with a lot of love. Baba, you have come to teach us. We now know that you have come once again after 5,000 years to teach us. When children come here to Baba, Baba asked them, have we met before? Sages and sannyasis etc. would never ask this question. There, whoever want to sit in those satsangs can go and do so. When people are seen together somewhere, many others go and join them. You now understand that you also used to go and listen to Gita and Ramayana etc. With a great deal of happiness. You didn't understand anything at that time. That was all the happiness of devotion. People continued to dance in happiness there, but they still continue to come down. There are many different types of Katha Yoga etc. They do all of those for good health. The Father explained all of those are the customs and system of the path of devotion. None of them knows the Creator or creation. So, what else remains? Look, what you become by not knowing that the Creator or creation. And look what you are becoming by knowing the Creator and creation. By knowing them, You are becoming solvent, and by knowing them, you same people become insolvent. They continue to tell lies. So many things continue to happen in the world. So much gold and money, etc., is looted. You children now know that you will build places of gold there. Those who study become barristers have aware insight of what they will do after they pass examination. They will build a house, etc. Why does it not enter your intellects that you are studying to become princes and princesses of heaven? There should be so much happiness. However, that happiness disappears as soon as you leave here. Many young daughters occupy themselves with this knowledge. Their relatives don't understand anything, and they therefore say that a magic spell has been cast on them. They, they will not allow their daughters to study. Under such circumstances, while you are still depends on your parents, you have to listen your parents. We cannot take you. Otherwise, there would be a lot of conflict. There was so much conflict in the beginning. A daughter would say that she is 18 years old, whereas her father would say that she is 16 years old, that she is still dependent on him. He would fight in this way and take her away. To be dependent on your father means that you still have to follow your father's orders. When you are an adult, you can do what you want. There are laws on this. Baba says it. It is also true here that when you come to the father, you have to bring a certificate from your physical father. Then the manners of each one of also observed. If their manners are not good, they are sent back home. It is the same in a game. If someone doesn't win a game, he or she is told, so leave here the game. They would make the team lose their honor. You children know that you are now on a battlefield. The Father comes every cycle and enables you to conquer Maya. The main thing is to become pure. Souls have become impure through vice. The Father says, lust is the greatest enemy. It causes sorrow from its beginning through the middle to the end. Those who become Brahmins then go into the deity religion. You Brahmins are number wise. When moths go aflame, some completely sacrifice themselves and die, while others simply circle around and fly off. When children come here, some sacrifice themselves to the flame completely, whereas others simply listen to this knowledge and then leave earlier. Some even wrote in their own blood, Baba, I belong to you. In spite of that, Maya defeated them. There is so much battling with Maya. This is then called a battlefield. You understand that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is explaining the essence of all the Vedas and scriptures through the Brahma. Check yourself to see that you don't have any vices. Everyone is devotee like Narad. That was just an example that was quoted. People on the path of devotion ask if they can marry Sri Lakshmi. The father says no. Only when they listen to this knowledge would they be able to receive salvation. Only I, the purifier, can grant salvation to everyone. You now understand the Father is liberating you from the kingdom of Ravan. Those pilgrimages are physical, God speaks. Manmana bow. There is no question of stumbling around in this. You children know that you are now becoming the wealthiest of all. Therefore, there should be so much happiness. All of you were like draw stones. The Father is now putting you an edge. Baba is also the jewel merchant. According to the drama, Baba has taken an experienced chariot, a village urchin. She has been remembered How could Sri Krishna have been the village urchin? He used to exist in the golden age. He is rocked in a cradle. He wears a crown. Why should he be called a village urchin? Village urchin would be dirty. You have now come here to become beautiful. This side is the Iron Age and other side is the Golden Age. In the Golden Age, there are deities and in the Iron Age, there are devils. This is called the most auspicious confluence age. The Father makes you into the most elevated human beings. Those who study well go to the Golden Age, whereas everyone else will go and stay in the land of liberation. Then they will come down at their own home. The picture of every cycle is very good. You children should have the enthusiasm to do service, to do such service that you uplift the poor and make them into the masters of heaven. Acha, to your sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father Bapdada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to you, spiritual children. Essence for Dharana 1. Check yourself to see whether you are able to become like Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan. Do you have any vices in you? Are you a moth who circles around or a moth who sacrifices yourself? Check that your manners are not such that you would cause the Father's honor to be lost. Second, in order to stay in limitless happiness, remember the Father early in the morning with a lot of love and study well. God is teaching you and making you into the most elevated human beings. Maintain the intoxication that you are at confluence age. Blessing, may you become an image of experience and reveal the Father with your experience of all virtues. Become experienced in all the virtues that you sing of the Father. As the Father is in the ocean of bliss, move along in the waves of the ocean of bliss. Give whoever comes into connection with your experience of bliss, love, happiness, and all virtues. Become an embodiment of all virtues in this way, and the Father's image will be relieved through you. Because only you great souls, your images of experience can reveal the Supreme Soul. Slogan, transform reason into solutions and expect inauspicious things as auspicious. Om Shanti. Today Baba says about happiness. To be happy means that happiness is constantly in a revealed form. If there isn't happiness, there is definitely some kind of impurity. That is, thoughts or actions are not accurate. This is why there isn't happiness. Impurity is not just in the form of the five vices, but for complete souls, for those who are able to become deities, to have inaccurate ways or thoughts, ordinary words or accents is not completely purity, because we are coming close to our complete stage. There should be checking and changing so that there are no waste of ordinary actions. If there are powerful and elevated thoughts, words, and accents, there will be constant happiness is there. There will be the experience of a wave of your happy fortune. Will be experienced by others also. We have become in Brahmins to live a life of happiness, not to labor in making efforts, no, to experience upheaval. We have become Brahmins to experience spiritual eternal happiness and super senses joy, which is not attained at any other time in the cycle. Whether it is an individual or physical object, the attainment of happiness on the basis of this is not real happiness. It is not eternal happiness. If any of these supports shake, the happiness also shakes. Om Shanti.